Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Tell me, how would you feel if, let's say, you are a judge? You are a judge and you are an appointed judge or whatever you want to call it. That's your job. And before you have a court procedure, you have the attorneys and so on. And then before you enter the courtroom, you have, I don't know, someone from a different country telling you that please be fair and please don't find them guilty. How would you feel? First, that's your job to find whatever it's exposed by the parties that will present their case, right? And then you will make a determination based on whatever evidence is brought forth and how they will, present their cases. You can't, you know, a priori know, okay, this is going to be this is going to be decision. No, it's going to be this decision. You have to hear both sides. And besides, if someone tells me that beforehand, and even if after, you got to be fair, that means they have doubts that you are fair, and that's an insult, don't you think? Or let's say you're a soccer referee, and before you get on the pitch to, be the referee of the soccer game or football game, I don't know, someone comes, I don't know, a politician tells you, hey, be be certain you're fair when you get over there. You're fair. That's an insult because that shows that they have doubts that you might do your job fairly in a correct way. So that's the case with all these countries, in this case, Great Britain, United States, and if you want to take the European Union, telling the Russian courts to be fair, and even tell them what verdict they should reach. So that's insulting because if they would be told the same, let's say by Iran or by North Korea or by Romania, they will be feeling very, very, very insulted. They're like, who the are you to tell me this? I am who I am. So, nevertheless, let's go and see what's going on here. This is an article coming from Reuters from June 30th, 2022, and this is the title. European Court tells Russia to ensure the two Britons do not face death penalty. Did you hear that? So a court, one of many, tells another court what to find and what not to find according to their non-evidence. You know what I mean? They're not there. Take it other way if you want. I'm a police officer, you're a police officer. You have your own unit, I have a different unit. I am involved in a crime and he comes and tells me to, hey, Emil, make sure you follow the law and don't find this guy guilty. I didn't even start the procedure. First, who the are you to tell me you're the same level? What are you talking about? And it's insulting. And not only insulting, it's arrogant. It's arrogant to even think that you have any authority to even open your mouth regarding this. You know why? Because do this in reverse and see if that European court would like to be told, let's say by Russia, hey, make sure that you don't find them guilty and make sure you're fair. What do you think the European Union court, one of them, would respond? Who the are you? We're European Union, you're the bad dude here. That's how they will respond, like kindergarten. So, the European Court of Human Rights said on Thursday it had issued an order to Russia to ensure the two Britons' captures after fighting for Ukraine do not face the death penalty. Well, it's based on evidence, my boy. If they deem that they meet the criteria for such a determination, then what are you going to do about it? And by the way, we conduct the investigation, we conduct the court procedures, and you stay over there in your little court because we don't interfere with your procedures, we don't interfere with your investigation. So, bye. So, earlier this month, a court in self-proclaimed Donetsk People's Republic, DPR, in eastern Ukraine sentenced British citizens Aidan Ashlin and Sean Pinner to death, accusing them of mercenary activities. the European Court of Human Rights said it had issued an order for interim measures, telling Russia it should, and I'm quoting, should ensure that the death penalty imposed on the applicants was not carried out, ensure appropriate conditions of their detention, and provide them with any necessary medical assistance and medication. I'm pretty sure the Russians did that because they're good people. All right, this month, how do you know? What's your basis? You don't like them? I'm pretty sure those are lawyers and attorneys, right? And judges, like you, just like you. Oh, they're Russian. Oh, okay, got it. They're a little bit like, may use that word, superior, and the opposite of antonym of superior is what? Inferior. Oh, my bad. So, yeah. All right. So the families of the two British men said they are the perfect people, and we believe them. And based on the statements of those parents and relatives, they should be released. Kindergarten. It doesn't work that way. Even if this is true, even if those guys were indeed the best human beings, even if they really were not mercenaries, but instead they were volunteers, even though, if let's say they didn't shot anything, they didn't have any weapons, not even a, I don't know, a clip, nothing. Let's say they didn't do anything. If they were caught by the Russians in the middle of the circumstances they were caught, the Russians will do whatever they want to do with these people. True or not true? You know why? Because the same thing the Russian perceived as being done onto them by the other people. For instance, I can look, for instance, at certain decisions that were taken, and I mentioned it in a previous video, with those, how should I put it nicely, those persons that were poisoned by allegedly the Russians and so on. Did they allow any Russian investigators to even observe the fact, the evidence? Did they allow any, I don't know, judges or any lawyers, Russian lawyers, to come and observe, to the court procedures? No. Why? That's our investigation and our court procedure, and we're the best. Bye. So after you're treated like this, like 3 times at least, do you think that you have the chutzpah to go and tell the Russians to do this and do that? Yeah, you can say, well, it was the European Court of Justice and Human Rights and whatever. It was not the English. Well, it's the same shit for the Russians, just so you know. And besides, they will say, maybe we don't recognize you. Maybe we don't recognize your authority. And besides, we're doing everything perfect. Trust us. This is what happens in a war. And unfortunately, those people got in the middle of other people's intentions and hanky-panky. So they are just the victims here. And unfortunately, they will suffer because some other people up before them on a higher level. I feel sorry for the guys. On the other hand, they went over there to kill Russians. They didn't go over there to dig holes or to put all kind of no. They went over to plant trees. They went over there to shoot Russians on their own accord. They were not made. They were not dragged by anybody. Put over there, put an AK-47 and go and shoot them. They went over there with the purpose, thought, desire to do exactly that. Do you think the Russians would say, oh yeah, you're just prisoners of war? Especially them being Brits, and especially the Brits treating the Russians with some kind of, maybe just perceived, but nevertheless. So, see, they're just the victims of many, many, many circumstances. Some of them independent of their actions and persona and thoughts and actions, as I said. Well, don't put yourself in a stupid situation. Therefore, you can avoid being put in this kind of circumstance. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Just so you know, I don't think those guys will be eliminated, or I don't think they're gonna be killed. Just so you know, I think they will be commuted a sentence to a life in prison or something, and then will be given back after a while. We'll see, but that's what I predict. See you later, guys.